support love at the Be Your Own Business event. We really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to show your support by showing up today. So pretty much I created a slide, a couple slides for you guys that I want to share with you about how you can motivate yourself. Just a little bit more background on myself. I'm 26, like she said, I'm from Virginia Beach. I was in the military. I've traveled all around the world, and these are some of the tips that I picked up in my travels. This is why I wanted to call it universal marketing. Tips and tricks that I picked up all around and different life experiences that I put myself into. I probably could have avoided, but I'm here to share them with you guys so that you guys can help yourself for the future and make better decisions for the future. So this is my motto. This is your cue. Motivate. This is your cue, as in your sign, your signal to motivate. Motivate the next person to do what they love to do. Motivate yourself when you wake up. I came up with 8 breakout marketing business tips that I feel as though cover marketing, not just as in social media and face-to-face and word-of-mouth, but just as in general marketing, how you can better yourself. The first one is get organized. So get organized. What I mean by get organized is use the tools available to you. Everybody in here, I'm pretty sure, has a cell phone that they paid their cell phone bill for. Are you utilizing the tools that's on your cell phone? The calendar, the reminders, the notes. Even on Facebook. Facebook now has a thing where you can set a reminder and it's its own planner. And you already pay for that. That's something that you don't have to go out of your way to spend more money on. You already spend $60 to $100 on a cell phone. And I guarantee you about 90% of you guys in here probably have a cell phone the 2016. So it was probably like a $400 or $500 cell phone that you probably still paying on, and you're not using it to your advantage. You understand what I'm saying? So why go spend more money on advertising, or not advertising, personal planners and just all these other things that you don't have to spend money on. And that's if you're starting at zero. You have no money, but you have a cell phone. Another thing is cheap tools, planners, desk calendars, composition notebooks. What I personally do is I have a desk calendar where when I wake up, I like to plan out pretty much every task that I can think of right then and there. From working out to what I'm going to eat, to if I have a photo shoot booked, or if I have a client that I'm meeting with as far as doing a logo design, or just sitting down to do small business marketing startup and how I can help them. And that helps me stay aligned by writing out my day and knowing what I have ahead of me. And then when I complete a task on my calendars, it gives me a good feeling. Like, oh, I got that done. And that's something positive that you guys can implement into your life to fuel yourselves. Because we are goal-oriented people. Whether you know it or not, if you do something as simple as, I lost 2 pounds this week. If you put that down as a goal and you check it off, you're going to feel good about it. The next thing is set a habit of planning your days. I already went over that. Having a morning routine. A morning routine is key. So when I wake up, I like to take 5 minutes to myself of just, no social media. Like, a lot of people, when they roll out the bed, they roll out of the bed to their phone. Like, give yourself a chance to wake up before you let the world tap into you. Wake up, get into your morning routine, whether it's giving yourself 5 minutes to think about what you have to do, giving yourself 5 minutes of mental space, just the clear mind. Not having to worry about what's going on at work, not having to worry about the kids, what you're going to cook, whatever's going on. Give yourself a morning routine, working out, making something, and make it a habit. Stay consistent with yourself. The next point, keep a detailed record. So I pretty much covered that in the last one, but basically what you need to do is write down your activities for the month. And that was where the desk calendar comes into play, using the tools that are already available to you. But keep a track of your activities. Pretty much what that does is it helps you see where you're falling short with yourself. If you wrote down on Monday you were supposed to do something and you didn't check it off, and it's Friday, when Monday come back around, you probably need to get it done. And that's how you can keep a track of it. write down not only what's coming in, but what's going out. So when I sit down with a lot of small businesses, they don't even know what profit and loss is, really. For example, I'll talk about a salon. Barbers, they spend a lot of, or stylists, they spend a lot of money on supplies as far as conditioner, color, clarifying shampoos, rubber bands, hair ties, whatever you need as far as a stylist, they spend a lot of money on that stuff, and they don't keep track of the money that they're making on a daily basis to the money that they're putting out on a daily basis. When you start to keep track of those things, you can then come up with an average of how much money you spending on supplies on a weekly basis compared to how much money you are making, and now you can start to generate a system of how you're going to start to save money. So you know, if you spend $50 on supplies a week and you make $100, that means you have $50 to yourself, right? And you want to put $25 to the side. Now you can start saving some money for yourself. Next thing, analyze your competition. So before I go to the next one, I have like some little cheesy clip art that I added to it, but I'm sure y'all understand. The Trojan horse. Analyzing your competition. Now, do y'all know what the Trojan horse? Does anybody know what the Trojan horse is? The story behind the Trojan horse? Don't be scared. Not everybody at once. Okay, so this is the Battle of Troy. Pretty much, long story short, is a queen was kidnapped, and they fought. They fought for weeks, months, outside the city of Troy, and very fortified city. I think the Greeks, they left. They sent ships away. They sent their ships away, right? And they left the Trojan horse on the shores of Troy. Inside of the Trojan horse were the Greek warriors. The city of Troy, they thought it was a gift. Now, some of the general, I think it was one of the generals, I think it's Hector, or maybe it's his brother, I can't remember specifically. His brother, he told him, he said, "Nah, don't bring it in." The king, he brought the Trojan horse in. Later that night, the warriors, they broke out of the Trojan horse, and then they pillaged the city, and that was the fall of Achilles, the story of Achilles and the Trojan horse, and the fall of Troy and everything. That's how it is. But pretty much they analyzed their competition because they knew that they would take the gift and bring it inside. So they had a battle plan. If you don't have a battle plan for yourself, a ready plan for yourself, and how you're going to operate your business, you're doing nothing but planning to fail. And I've learned that through personal experience as a young entrepreneur of just doing things, running and gunning every day. I'm gonna do it like this. We making money every day and not putting down a plan, not writing nothing down, not keeping track of what's going in and what's going out. And that was how my first business failed. It was the same thing, a buy sell trade. And then I started over again, and then it was successful because I learned in my battle plan. Trials of war. Research, right? Another tool that we already have is Google. A lot of people don't use Google the way that I feel that we should use Google. Even now, like, there's simple questions that you might turn and ask your friend, but before you turn and ask your friend, you probably could have turned and asked your phone. And it would have gave you the answer right there on your phone. For example, if you're opening up a smoothie shop, right, and you're here, based in the North Carolina or in the Raleigh area. Now we well know that there's a lot of smoothie places and juice places out here, right? But for example, for a place like Ahoskie, does anybody know where Ahoskie, North Carolina is? Okay, y'all know there's like nothing out there for real, right? So if you wanted to open up a smoothie juice bar place, that would probably be the best place to do it. Now, I did the research last night because I wanted to make sure that I was accurate with it, but there really isn't nothing out there. There's no juice bar, no smoothie places, there's no nothing. So if you were to go and plan to open up a juice bar smoothie place, hint to anybody that might be doing that, that would be a really good place to do it. And that was research, Google. If anybody who has a smartphone, real quick, type it in your phone. Type it in your phone and see how long it takes you to pull up that information. Juice bar, smoothie bar in Ahoskie, North Carolina, and tell me how long it takes you. It probably won't take you longer than 30 seconds to really figure it out. The next thing is on-site secret shopper. So if you know you're planning to do a business, right,